name is Kaplan. I'm a chiropractic intern, and I'm here today to talk to you about how chiropractic can help you express your fullest potential for health. Now, this little guy's name is Rocco. He's my girlfriend's nephew, so my future nephew, as long as I play my cards right. And I'm just, for no other reason, shamelessly showing a picture of him today in the hopes that his incredible cuteness will help you like me simply by association. So I'd like to officially begin by congratulating you for being here today, because your mere presence suggests you consider health a priority in your life. You most likely realize that when you're healthy and when you're able to do all the things that you love to do, that not only does that affect your quality of life, but the quality of life of everyone you know and love as well. With that said, I'd like to transition into the audience participation portion of the afternoon and just ask you to name a common sign or symptom that someone is a good candidate to have a heart attack. Go ahead and shout it out. High blood pressure, great one. Smoking, excellent. Shortness of breath. So those are three just classic symptoms, right? And that's usually what we think of, but there's actually one that no one mentioned that's probably the most significant of all, and that's heart attack. One of the most common, if not the most common, sign or symptom that someone is about to have a heart attack is actually having a heart attack. And that's, when you think about that, that's really scary. But I don't bring this up to create a sense of fear. I do it to illustrate the fact that it just makes no sense to measure health based on the presence or absence of symptoms. While symptoms are a sign that our body uses to alert us when there's a problem, they're not always present. So let me ask you, do you think symptoms happen before the dysfunction occurs or after the dysfunction occurs? After, right? So then are they more likely the cause of the problem, or are they more likely the effect of the problem? The effect. By very definition, symptoms are the effect of the problem. So a better way to measure health is to concentrate on function. And this is exactly the strategy of chiropractic care. Chiropractic focuses on the relationship between the alignment of the spine and the function of the most important system of the body, the nervous system. The nervous system is the master control center. It's the communication network between the brain and the body. It controls and regulates every muscle, tissue, organ, and cell in your entire body. It works synergistically with other systems of the body, such as the immune system, to help fight off disease and infection, and the endocrine system, which help regulate our hormone levels. And it works with these systems to create a state of balance amid a constant barrage of stressors from the outside environment. Now, these can be physical stressors, like an injury, like this poor guy getting headbutted in the 2006 World Cup. Or it can be chemicals or toxins we put into our body, like junk food. Or how about emotional stress? Who here in their life has ever been stressed out or had anxiety? Should be every hand, right? This happens every day. You're about to take a test, you're stuck in traffic, you see that your partner is using your computer, and you get this sense of panic because you don't remember whether you erased that browsing history. I mean, this happens every day, right? And usually our body has the ability to take these stressors in and adapt. But sometimes these stressors can overwhelm our system. And when this happens, it can create misalignments in our bodies, putting pressure on the surrounding nerves, and in turn, interfering with the function of the nervous system. And in chiropractic, the term we use for this is subluxation. Now, when the brain and body are no longer able to communicate with each other, this is when all sorts of dysfunction occurs, leading to disease and symptoms such as a heart attack. Now, what chiropractic does, simply put, is put the brain in better control of the body. Now, while my role as a chiropractor requires many years of education and a tremendous amount of discretion and skill, the job itself is actually quite simple. First, I locate the cause of the interference with the function of the nervous system. Second, I remove that interference by adjusting the misalignment back to its normal position. Third, restore function. Now, the longer you're able to hold your adjustments over a period of time, the more likely a more permanent correction is taking place. And last, I just sit back, watch and admire the intelligence inside your body do what it was designed to do, which is heal itself and maintain itself in health. Now, how does chiropractic fit into the wellness picture? I feel like wellness is kind of a buzzword we hear a lot today, but I'm not sure if everyone can really agree on what it means. Do you ever feel like there's just so much information out there, it's hard to sort it out? So we know omega-3s, antioxidants, we know those are good for us, right? Trans fats, high fructose corn syrup, those are bad, we don't want those. Carbs make us fat, proteins make us skinny. Cookies we know are bad for us, unless they're organic cookies, made with real cane sugar. And then frankly, I don't know. But what we do know, what we can agree upon, whether we're consciously aware of it or not, is that taking medication is not making us healthy. If you have neck pain, for example, and you take a pill that helps mask the symptoms, are you really moving closer to being well? No, right? You're just trying to get through the day. And let's face it, we all lead stressful lives. We have lots of responsibilities, and sometimes we just have to do what we have to do. But at the same time, I don't think we're really under the false impression that we're getting well. So like I mentioned earlier, health is all about function. And wellness, in my opinion, can be categorized into 4 main areas: how you move, how you eat, how you sleep, and how you think. And I'm not really expecting this to be completely new information to you. My guess is that you're at least somewhat aware of how important these areas are to creating a state of wellness. But what you may not have known before today, and this is what I really want you to take away from today, is how critical the nervous system component is to the equation. A healthy nervous system is not merely a part of the wellness picture. It's the center of it. It's the very foundation upon which everything else relies. Now, I realize that the recent health reform is somewhat controversial, but hopefully, regardless of your political affiliation, you can appreciate how empowering this quote is. And of course, this was back in 2008 when President Obama was campaigning for the presidency, and he says, "I'm asking you to believe not in my ability to bring about real change in Washington. I'm asking you to believe in yours." Now, we've talked a lot today about how health does not come from the outside, but instead it comes from within. We've talked about how in order to be truly well, you have to treat the cause of the problem and not continue to chase after the symptoms. We've talked about how chiropractic care restores balance to the nervous system, and a healthy nervous system is the foundation for a healthy life. We've talked about how each one of us is innately designed to be well. We're designed to be healthy as long as we remain free from interference to our body's ability to function and communicate. Folks, I'm asking you to believe not in my ability to bring about real change in your health. I'm asking you to believe in yours. Thank you so much for your attention today and your hospitality, and I hope to see you all again real soon. Thank you.